This is Felix Rodriguez from Photoshop Video Tutorials. What up? Today we're going to learn how to make 3D text. First, we're going to click the text box and make a text. Let's move this to the center. Duplicate the layer with Command J or Control J. Right click and resaturize the new layer, the new duplicated text. Now we're going to right click, change the perspective of this. We're going to have this sort of like lean effect. There, that seems pretty good. Enter. And now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna duplicate this layer about 20 times. There. Now we're gonna select all the layers that we just duplicated except one. And we're gonna move it down a couple notches. This is what gives it the 3D effect. That seems pretty good. Now we're gonna move that last one that we didn't move down, and we're gonna move it all the way to the top of the layers. Hold up, there you go, right there. Now we're gonna go to blending options and change the color of this top layer. Let's go ahead and change this to a nice shade of green. That seems good. Okay. Now we're gonna make a duplicate of the colored layer, just in case we need to go back to it. Now, every layer except the top layer, we select them all, and we vertically distribute the layer. That way it gives it this nice 3D effect, as you can see. Now we're going to merge all those layers so we have it to one layer. Now as you can see, we got this nice 3D effect. And what gave us that effect is when we vertically distribute the layers, all those 20 layers that we did. See, when we take it out, it's no longer there. Now we're going to give our 3D effect some color. As you can see, it's all black. We don't want it to be all black. We want it to be a mixture of a dark green and black. So what we're going to do is go to blending options. We're going to go click this right here, and we're going to change the color to black and a more darker green. There you go. Right there. Okay, and then we're going to increase the scale. You can also reverse it if you want to. And to me, that's a better 3D effect. We're not going to reverse in this case. So now we go ahead and click OK. The next step, what we're going to do is go click the top one again, and we're going to go to blending options again, and we're going to add some bevel to our top layer text. This way it gives it a more 3D effect. Let's go change that to that one. And you can mess around with the depth to see what suits you best. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it about right there. Okay, now we're gonna duplicate both the layers, just in case you need to get back to it. You right click, duplicate. Now we're gonna make the other ones invisible, so we can just work on these two. Then we're gonna go and merge these two layers. Now they become one, and with Control T or Command T, you go back to perspective and make it straight again. The reason we had it tilted is so we can see how much depth you want to give to your 3D text. So we're gonna make it straight again. There. There are many ways to make 3D text. This is just one of the ways. So you can go and experiment. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a different background color because white is too plain. Let's go ahead and make a sort of a lighter green, lighter shade of green for the background. That way it's more presentable. Now we're going to add a little glow effect to the background. We're going to go ahead and create a new layer. Go to the brush. Click this yellowish color, a little lighter green color in between sort of. Hit OK. And with the brush, you make the hardness decrease and make it sort of big. Put it in the center and click it. And you can see it has like this little like nice glow effect. It complements the text really well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to separate each letter. We're going to click this tool right here and we're going to highlight the H by itself and right click and put layer via cut. This separates the H from the rest of the text, and we're going to go ahead and name the layer H so we're a little organized. Now we're going to go ahead and do this to every letter. Let's put this E. Let's go ahead and make this one L. Now since we have two L's here, what we're going to do is we're going to name one L and the other one L2. But first let's cut this one. Let's move this one a little bit more. That's good. Let's cut this one. And the last one, you don't have to cut the last letter because it's already by itself. All you have to do is just name it O. Now you are going to move the text. You press Command T and you can rotate it, make it more together, give this nice, jumbo mashed up effect. You can also move layers on top of each other. You see how the H is on top of the E? Well, you can also make the L on top of the E if you just put it above the E in the layer palette. Let's go rotate a little bit. Let's move the other L. And we can move the O. So we got this nice jumbo mashed up 3D text. Now what we're going to do is add a drop shadow. And we're going to do this to one layer. We're going to do it to the H. We're going to hit OK. And we're going to copy this effect. So we're going to right click. We're going to copy layer style. And we're just going to paste the layer style to every other layer. That way we don't have to do this. We don't have to go to blending option to every letter. Last one there. So now we're gonna merge all those layers. Now we back to one layer. You can make this bigger, Command T or Control T, and just stretch it out. And there you have it. A nice 3D hello text effect. We're gonna go ahead and add some more of those highlighted things in the background just to make it a little more flashy, a little more nice. Let's go add one right here, make it a little smaller. There you go. Feel free to experiment with this and hope you enjoy this. This is Felix Rodriguez from Photoshop Video Tutorials, and I'm out of here. Peace and love.